Do you really think it would be the right thing to do to try and sleep with his wife?
Like I said earlier, you are a bold man.
Sometimes I only say what I know my guests are thinking. Sometimes I say what they don't even know they're thinking.
What am I thinking now?
Right now you're thinking, God, you wish I would leave.
You are an astute man.
But you know what your unconscious is holding? I think your unconscious is holding a deep feeling of guilt because you could never find a woman to exchange true love vows with, and therefore you exist in the seamy side of the sexual scene, finding women who will sleep with you without any commitment.
Well, that's just enough.
That hurt my feelings. All right, I really think I could kill him now. Yeah. And yet I am trying so hard to be good, but he is just a sleazy man, is he not? And the world would be better without him. Rather a moose live and he die. I tell you what we'll do, though. We'll give him a fighting chance. I have a wonderful idea. And yet I don't want to think this while he's in the room because I just might get so excited and blurt it out loud and spoil the whole thing. Goodness, if only he would leave of his own accord temporarily.
Your company is making me quite agitated. I must go out for my walk and relax before the evening's festivities, if you don't mind.
How fortunate. There he goes. Well, here's what we'll do. We will play a game called the Death Word. We'll choose a word, and when he comes back, I'll continue my conversation with him. If he says the word during our conversation, I'll kill him immediately. If he gets through the entire conversation without saying the word, he'll live for now. So, let's see. Since he seems to be a playboy bachelor, what is a word that has something to do with the life of a playboy bachelor?
Bunny, dog, car,
Pineapple. Buddy. Ears.
Did I hear race car up there?
yeah, sport car.
Sports car. That is so much better than condom. You're my late night voice in my head. The word is sports car. My goodness, I hope he comes back. I don't know why he would. Let's just hope we're lucky.
Ah, you're still here.
I'm glad you came back. I wanted to apologize.
Go on.
I'm sorry.
You're forgiven.
Thank you. You know, I don't even know your name.
Roger, Kaplan.
What is the husband's name of the guest?
Vincent.
Vincent and Roger, how interesting. Would you like a drink?
Yes, I'll take a refresher. Thank you.
You know, the truth is, I think I was being hard on you just because, to be honest with you, I'm a little jealous of your playboy lifestyle.
No need to be jealous. All it takes is a simple choice.
Well, as a playboy around town, you must have a lot of wonderful possessions. Things that I could only hope of owning one day.
What is it that you wish to own?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. Why don't you tell me, as a playboy around town, what is your most prized possession?
I would have to say my Manhattan apartment.
Ah,
Overlooking the park.
how interesting. And when you get the feeling that you want to explore the world, go out there, find new places to play, how do you get around?
Hot air balloon. Having the kind of wealth that I afford myself, I travel in exotic ways.
They let you park it on the roof.
Sometimes.
That must be wonderful to be flying so high above a big city like Manhattan, looking down on all the little people, people walking, people taking the bus,
Yes,
people driving vehicles.
that's correct.
Do you ever look at any of those vehicles and say, my goodness, I wish I had a vehicle like that?
On the occasion.
What type of vehicle do you often wish you had?
A taxi.
That's fair.
I enjoy meeting new people, and I sometimes, for the briefest of moments, am quite envious of taxi drivers. Coming and going all different areas of the city, meeting new people, people that want to come and go for reasons of excitement or lesser reasons.
But surely it would be a good thing to own a vehicle yourself.
Yes, yes.
And a handsome, admirable playboy like you would want to own only the best type of vehicle.
Actually, I own one of the best types of vehicles I can imagine.
My goodness, I'd love to know what it is.
It's an ice cream truck.
What kind of mileage do those things?
It's very poor, but ever since I was a small child, the sound and music of an ice cream truck would excite me. As it does for most children. I'd run out there, dreams and money in hand, going so many varieties of flavors, and I've always told myself as a little child, one day I will afford an ice cream truck, and now I do.
Well, surely that would be good for the work week, but late at night, Saturday, the moon is full, the dance club is hopping, you pull up into the driveway of the lounge, and you are driving what?
A Volkswagen Beetle.
I don't like you.
Now I know that my luxury items might sound rather plain and ordinary, but I assure you that I only pick the most exquisite of things.
Really?
Yes, things that I love and hold dear. It's not just about their monetary value, but their sentimental feeling.
I have just one more question for you.
Please.
Think carefully before you answer.
I always do.
Let's pretend your ice cream truck was in the shop. Because the frozen custard machine was broken. And you needed to drive somewhere. Would you choose a Corvette, a sports car, or a Lamborghini?
Lamborghini.
I hate your guts.
That was so odd. I went to the snack cart, but there was just a sign directing me down to the basement where I found another dead bird.
Oh, that bird isn't dead.
Right.
Yes, well, when I said there was a snack cart in the lobby, I made a mistake. What I meant to say is, there is not a snack cart in the lobby.
Elizabeth, forgive me, I must take a moment and leave. I'm going to check into my own room, if I may.
Sure. Go ahead. Do come back for the party, though.
Oh,
we need our corpse.
If you give me my body, you can have it anytime.
You like him, don't you?
What do you mean? He's a disgusting man.
He's a playboy. And one day he can drive you around town in an ice cream truck.
Well, Vincent might not have most money, but I love him.
I
He's
don't
mine.
think you do. I think you married him because you're pushing 30 and afraid you were running out of time.
Excuse me?
I said, I think you married him because you're pushing 30 and were afraid you were running out of time.
For your information, I'm 27.
Just a little shove. It's all right, you know. Lots of people settle for men or women beneath their standards so that they don't end up alone. As I said before, there's not much to the sanctity of human life. There's no hereafter, perhaps, to worry about. But we do get 60 or 70 good years on the planet. We might as well be happy while we're here.
Not everybody gets 60 or 70 years.
Oh, that's right. Some people are murdered early.
I hope you didn't take my husband's jape too seriously.
Did you say your husband's jape?
Yes.
I don't know what a jape is.
A joke. A jest.
Oh! You mean about really committing murder rather than it just being a party?
Yes, it's just something we like to play around with, and you seemed like a perfect person to play a game with.
Have you ever really considered killing your husband, though?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I know you've only been married for a short while, but it only takes a week or two to realize what the rest of your life is going to be like. Every night, coming home to that same man, with that same annoying mustache. That same little twitch of his lips that he has when he thinks he said something funny.
Did you
His
see this?
boring conversation over dinner, pot roast and mashed potatoes with steamed broccoli. That
I like steamed broccoli.
well, I do too, honestly. Nonetheless, a woman like you, smart, competent, of good means, surely you could have done better. No?
You sound like my mother.
Your mother must have a deep voice.
Run along now. Unless you want to play the game.
I love playing games.
Then stick around and play the murder mystery game. Will someone die? Will someone live?
Who would you like to see die? As long as we're only talking about a game.
To be honest, I have reason to want all of them dead. If we're just talking about the game, after all.
I'm only one man. Who would you like to see dead the most?
My sister?
Left field. I played that position as a child, before they realized I was there and kicked me off the field. Because I was banned from organized sports as a child. Why do you want your sister dead?
She's always been better than me. We've had a long, complicated history. There's There's a past there that doesn't need to be reopened.
My goodness, is that why you rushed into marriage with that man beneath your standards, to show your sister that you're worth something too?
You know I stole him from her.
I didn't know that.
Yes. She thinks she's the pretty one. The smart one, sophisticated one, the one with all the friends. I proved her wrong.
Well, aren't you the champion?
But my brother...
Elizabeth? Elizabeth, it's Dr. Frau. Elizabeth, are you there? Elizabeth, I followed you here from Seattle. Who are you?
I'm the owner of the motel. Please come in.
I'm Dr. Frau, psychologist, psychoanalyst.
Remember when I mentioned that my husband and I are interested in modern psychology?
Elizabeth, may I sit? Please.
Well, I'll excuse myself and allow the two of you to talk.
I would appreciate that. Some privacy, please. Elizabeth, I'm worried about you. You left our last meeting so quickly, and I'm worried that you're going to make a mistake again. Is your sister coming?
Yes, she's here. She has her own room.
Do you have access to that room? Will you be afraid of sleepwalking tonight?
No, I'm planning on drinking myself into oblivion so that I don't wake up in the night.
Speaking of which, Elizabeth, you must stop and face what happened. You and your sister have a deep, deep wound to heal. I'm here to help you.
What, she ran over my boyfriend with her car and I stole hers afterwards?
Did she run over your boyfriend?
Yes.
Or did you?
We were both in the car.
Who was driving?
She was.
Or was she?
Stop making me question this again.
Elizabeth, you must cooperate with me. We don't want to go back to the institution, do we?
Dr. Frau, why are you really here?
As I said, I'm worried about you. I heard that you were going to throw one of these murder mystery parties.
Well, if you're so worried, then join us. Watch over the party.
I shall watch over it, but I shall not join you in the activities. It's far too dangerous, especially with someone like yourself at the helm.
You're giving me a headache and I need to take a nap.
You should take your medication.
Yes.
I don't mean liquid medication.
It's in my purse. I'll go to the bathroom and I'll take it.
Very well.
Catherine, I assure you that all our parties start many hours after we've stated the beginning time is.
I'm very excited to get it started.
Hello.
Dr. Frau,
Yes.
Oh, I hadn't seen you there.
Hello, I'm Dr. Frau, psychologist, psychoanalyst.
I've heard about you.
Dr. Frau, I thought I told you that I didn't want you to be psychoanalyzing my wife any longer.
Excuse me, Mr. Harper. She is my patient. She is my ward. I must make sure that she doesn't get into trouble again.
Ever since you've butted into her life, she's stopped sleepwalking.
Isn't that a good thing, then?
It is not. I quite frequently enjoyed her sleepwalking adventures. Why, I would stand out on the balcony and watch her going across the lawn. She had a mallet, and there was a gopher. And like the game of whack-a-mole, she would go about many holes in the lawn, and I found it quite endearing.
Stop. What you're referring to is a Jungian, Freudian analysis, common reference to small mammals. A mole, you said, which is a replica in the psyche of a small man. Most likely a man that one is attached to in a legal way, such as marriage. A mallet.
If you are insinuating it has something to do with me, I have a very beautiful mustache. So, it simply could not.
Indeed, a mustache is a symbol of penis envy. Need I say more?
Well, Dr. Frau, it appears that my wife is no longer here, so you can see yourself out.
Tell your wife that I am in room 12.
I will do no such thing.
Well, Dr. Frau, I'm in room 13, so looks like we'll be neighbors. Maybe we'll bump into each other again.
Perhaps we will. I would appreciate it if you keep it down tonight.
I'll try. Sometimes it gets a little noisy in my room.
Perhaps you would like to see me later for some counseling.
All right, off with you.
An awful woman. The things she said to you.
Catherine, don't go speaking to me like that again. We're not together, and you don't need to worry about me.
I'm not worried, I just don't like that. How have you been?
Since the wedding, your sister and I have been getting along quite well.
That's marvelous. Is she pregnant yet?
Not that I know.
You know that's why she wanted to be with you.
I offer a lot of expertise. For example, I happen to know a lot of words that the common man might not know, such as jape.
Do you really think that's why she fell for you? For your vocabulary?
Look, I may not be as rich as Roger, and I may not have such luxurious vehicles, but I offer a lot.
Besides that silly mustache and a healthy sperm count, what do you have to offer?
Well, for one, when we sit and have our pillow talk late at night, she compliments me, and I compliment her in such a way that makes me feel whole. Before her, I didn't feel that way with you.
Well, I'm sorry that I didn't make you feel whole. Because I did love you, you know. And maybe I still do.
Catherine, that's over now. I'm in a great relationship, and I won't have you, I won't have Roger, anyone standing between us, no matter what it...
You're a fool! She doesn't love you. Can't you tell?
When she used to sleepwalk, it was so funny. She used to go to our dresser. There's a certain pair of briefs that I wear that are quite funny, and she would bring them to me.
Do you think I don't remember those briefs? The ones with the frogs eating the banana?
And ever since she started...
Uh-oh.
She's doing it again. Is there a mallet about? Shouldn't we come on now? No, this is right where I want her. Oh, Elizabeth, dear, you were sleepwalking again. Now do it.
Are you all right?
The knife. I had a dream that I was killing. Never mind.
Who?
I guess I was sleepwalking again. Oh, nothing.
I heard a clatter from the hallway.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Bates, we found this in this drawer.
Ah, you found my paring knife.
I guess it takes something that sharp and large to peel wax fruit.
Oh, I have to kill someone now. Voices in my head. Which one of these three people do you think we should play our next death game with? The sister. Yes, the sister. Well, if only the other two would leave the room.
I need to see Dr. Frau.
And I should round up the rest of our guests for this party we're supposedly throwing.
My goodness, it's getting easier and easier.
Where's she going to?
I hope you'll come back in just a moment. As a matter of fact, there's something very important about the game that I want to tell you tonight.
What is it?
Well, I can't tell you now. I need about 3 minutes.
Oh, that's just what I need.
Oh,
I'll be back in 3.
how wonderful. This game is called the Death Chair. Let's see. We have one. Well, we won't sit on that one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chairs. When she comes back, we'll continue our conversation. But if she sits in the death chair, I'll kill her at once. So now, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Which 5?